Hey guys, welcome to Smoky Mountain Taco. Today we are going to be changing the serpentine belt, or what Toyota calls the drive belt, on the third generation Toyota Tacoma. If your third generation Toyota Tacoma is starting to squeak, chirp, or you're getting higher up in mileage, this is one maintenance item you do not want to ignore. Today we're replacing the serpentine belt on this Toyota Tacoma completely DIY right in the driveway. We are going to be doing this belt change a little bit different. We are going to be using the e-manual online repair manual to make sure we get it right. More on that in a minute. This is one of the easiest maintenance jobs you can do on your Tacoma, and it can save you hundreds compared to taking it to a dealership or a mechanic. From belt routing to tensioner tricks and install tips, this is your complete third generation Toyota Tacoma serpentine belt replacement guide. Let's do this. Now before we jump into the install, let's talk about why this actually matters. Your serpentine belt drives critical engine components like your alternator, water pump, air conditioning compressor, and other accessories. Over time, these belts wear out from heat cycles, dirt, age, off-road use, daily driving, and on the Tacoma platform they're generally very reliable, but once you start hearing squeaking, chirping, or seeing cracks and glazing, it's time. Especially if you tow, overland, off-road, or depend on your Tacoma as a daily driver. The last thing you want is a belt failure out on the trail or during a road trip. Now, the Toyota Tacoma maintenance schedule actually recommends changing the belt drive at about 100,000 miles, regardless of its condition. Now, before we continue, today's video was sponsored by eManual Online. And honestly, this is actually super useful for DIY Toyota Tacoma maintenance like this. If you're old school like me, you used to be able to go into an auto parts store and get a repair manual for about any make and model. eManual Online is that, only modern, and it is searchable. If you work on your truck, having access to service manuals, diagrams, repair procedures, and specifications makes life way easier. They have repair manuals for trucks, cars, motorcycles, ATVs, even home appliances. And if you want to check them out, head over to SmokyMountainTaco.com/sponsors. Then scroll down to eManual Online and click Visit Website. And you can also save 22% off using code SmokyMountain22. And just a reminder, all sponsors, affiliate links, and discount codes can always be found at SmokyMountainTaco.com/sponsors. Huge thanks to eManual Online for sponsoring today's video. Now let's change this serpentine belt. Tools you're going to need is a serpentine belt tool or a breaker bar. You're going to need a 5mm or 6mm Allen wrench, 14mm socket with a ratchet, and I recommend mechanic gloves and a cold drink. Here's the serpentine belt I picked up on Amazon. This is the OEM belt I picked up from Toyota. Part number is 90916-82037. Now the first thing I would do before getting started is take off that skid plate. It'll give you more light to see, and it would give you easy access from coming up from the bottom if you need to get up in there. I know I did. So I take off that skid plate. You'll thank me later. Now if you have a factory skid plate, it's going to take a 12mm socket. The first thing we need to locate is the belt tensioner. Toyota actually made this pretty accessible on the third gen Toyota Tacoma platform. Once you get your serpentine belt tool or breaker bar onto the tensioner, rotate it to release tension from the belt. Place a 5mm or 6mm Allen key into this hole in the tensioner. This will save you a lot of grief later and will hold the tensioner in place. It says 6mm. We'll try that, but if that doesn't work, we'll use a 5mm. But what that'll do is that it will keep it in place so you can get the belt back on. Here it is inserted, and I did use a 5mm. And here's a hint from the e-manual online repair manual. The pulley bolt for the V-ribbed belt tensioner has a left-handed thread. At that point, slide the belt off one pulley, slowly release the tensioner, then remove the old belt completely. And just like that, the belt is out. Just a heads up, you will have to navigate it around the fan. Now, don't throw away that old belt. Take a close look at it. Check for signs of wear. If it has cracks, fraying, glazing, dry rot, missing ribs, throw it out. But if it doesn't, throw it behind the back seat, just in case. One day you will thank me. And even if the belt looks okay, preventive maintenance on higher mileage Tacomas is never a bad idea. This is cheap insurance for reliability. And Toyota recommends changing this at about 100,000 miles regardless. But this one is in great shape. We're going to throw this behind the back seat. Now let's install the new belt. Start routing the belt around all the pulleys using your routing diagram from your e-manual online printout. The biggest thing here is this: take your time. Patience is a virtue. Make sure that every rib seats correctly, the belt stays centered, nothing gets twisted. Now once the belt is routed properly, except for one pulley, apply tension again using the tensioner and slide the belt into place. Then slowly release the tensioner with the Serpentine belt tool. And that's it. Simple. But don't forget taking out that Allen wrench that we put in to hold it in place. Before starting the truck, double check everything. Make sure that the belt is fully seated, all ribs are aligned, nothing shifted during installation. Now fire it up. At this point, the squeaking should be gone, belt operation should look smooth, and your Tacoma is ready to go. This is one of those maintenance items that gives you a ton of peace of mind for very little money. Now, I do recommend getting the OEM Serpentine belt. I would not go with anything else. If this video helped you out, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we've got a lot of more Tacoma DIY installs, maintenance guides, mods, reviews, and off-road content coming for both 3rd gen and 4th gen Tacomas. And if you've already replaced your Serpentine belt, let me know down in the comments. What mileage were you at? Was your old belt worn out? Or are you just doing preventive maintenance like me? And don't forget to join the Smoky Mountain Taco community over at TacomaPlanet.com. That's where we're talking Tacoma mods, maintenance, off-road builds, overlanding setups, troubleshooting, and more. Are you ready for your next Tacoma upgrade? Head over to TacomaStore.com. We've got mods for every generation of the Toyota Tacoma. Be sure to take advantage of discounts over on our sponsors page on SmokyMountainTaco.com. If you like that video, be sure to hit the subscribe, like, share, and comment down below. We'll see you next time. Smoky Mountain Taco, out.